Hello, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel at first and share my videos. Thank you for looking to Bitcoin Cash. As I described in the last video, we could go here to the top side, I said, but this is the last rising because here is finish. Yeah, and you can see this also here that the trend is looking to the downside. So the hard fall is coming. We will go here to 370 and then we will go here the next step to go to 230. So this is relatively clear. Why we take this line here? This is a resistant line. You can see we test this line so often here. One time, two time, three time, four time, break, retest, and then dump. Yeah. So don't worry about this if this falling to the downside. Uh, the the good days wait for us because if you look here, I think this is the one of the last risings to the downside, yeah, or dumps to the downside because this year Bitcoin Cash fans this year tell us something big is coming. Yeah, this is if you see some waves here, then the next wave is bigger than this. Yeah, so I think you see here 1600. The next wave is, if you look here, we can expect that the next wave is in direction of 4000. Yeah, so let's look. We are in the end days of Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. End days means the end steps to go here to the downside, and after that the price will explode here to the top side. Yeah, so let me check here. But I have to say here, short term, we are really in a bad situation. But you look here, if this, if we look here to this formation and say, okay, we have this situation, and we could, if you see here, this formation goes here 1 month, 1 month, 2 months, yeah. And if I look to this here, then we could also go here until August to the downside. Yeah, maybe in this direction, then the fall is coming to the downside. Yeah, and test here some levels. I'm honest to you, my target was $230, but I'm not. I cannot imagine if the price stay the time over 1 month at $200. So it could be possible that we could go or test here some levels in direction of 150 and 130. Yeah, it could possible. Yeah, it is maybe possible. But in the end of the day, uh, we could get, if we finish this, rising to these levels here. So we have to look what will happen here. If you look to the Bitcoin price, then you can see we are not in an oversold area. Yeah, that means the price could go to the downside. We are not in an oversold area. We are at levels of 60. Yeah, and I expect here something like that, that the price could go in direction of, let's say, check here, in direction of low, yeah, and that we could get something like that, that the price coming here to the downside, yeah. It makes sense, yeah, that the price goes to the downside, yeah, and after that we could get a rising to the top side here to these levels. Yeah, and again, the Bitcoin is not in a oversold area. You can see here also that the price is going now to the downside, and let's check if this coming or not. Yeah, you can see we are really at the moment in a good area. Short term is not oversold, not overbought, but if you go to the 4-hour chart, then you can see that we are relative in a above area. So I think we could get here a trend to the downside. Yeah. So we're looking to Bitcoin Cash. You can see even if the price goes to these levels here, even if we go here to these levels, in the end of the day, we will go to the downside. You can see also here, we have here interesting constellation. If you look to the channel here, then you can see we not yet break the channel. Yeah, we are still in the channel, and that means if you look here, we could go to 250 or 230. So for us is important. If we not want this, then we have to go in that areas back, yeah, or at least these areas. So if this is happening, then you can forget this. Yeah, then we could say, okay, we have a good situation here. We could get here something like that, and we could expect here higher prices. Then you are right, everything is okay. But at the moment, we have really a bad situation at Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin, so that the price could go to the downside. You can see here. This is here. If you look to this area, yeah, we could get here something like that, but this is highly danger. Yeah, the next price move is something like that. The price will go to the downside. Also here, we see at the Bitcoin area, we are not in the oversold area, and the price will go to the downside. It's clear. And you can see here, maybe we could get a rising of the Bitcoin price. If you look here, we could get a fake outbreak to these levels, but then it's finished. Yeah. So even if we not get this, yeah, the price will go here to the downside. You can see the bearish formation here, and after we break this to the downside, then everything is also moved to the downside. Yeah, then we get this here. So this is a relative dynamic. Yeah, it's not 100% sure. It depends really. If we fall, then we get this. If we're not falling to this down level, then the next step is something like that. So I would prefer this because I expect that the price will fall to the downside, and then we could test here maybe the 34,500 level and go to the downside. So not detailed is important, the direction is important. Have a nice day.